Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wanted an excuse to show off my favorite cup right now. At the time of me filming this, it's got like the different versions of the Grinch on here. So at the time of me filming this, Christmas will be next week. But this video today is about what is a 9-year. So if you guys haven't noticed already, I do this every year as we're approaching January, which is the calendar new year. I don't believe it to be the true new year. To me, the true new year is around the spring equinox, which will be closer to March, but the calendar new year. So I usually do these either before or in January. So if you haven't seen what is an 8-year, because 2024 was an 8-year, go back and check that out, or any of the other ones if you're curious that I've already done. 2025 is going to be a 9-year. What I mean by that is, if you add up all of the numbers in 2025, it adds up to 9. So what are some of the energies that we can expect with a 9-year? For one, backtracking a little bit, we're coming off of an 8-year, which was a lot to digest, especially because it had a lot of, the number 8 also can bring with it a lot of karmic cycles and patterns. And when people don't learn a lesson, usually a cycle repeats until you learn the lesson and change is implemented. That being said, the number 9 does bring, so 2025, with it being a 9-year, does bring an energy of introspection, reflection, digesting what just happened. You know what I mean? So there's that. And if you even look at it from it connecting to the tarot, it would connect to the Hermit card in the major arcana. So it would carry a lot of energy and vibration of what the Hermit card would also represent. The number 9 also brings with it an energy that is closing out of old chapters, which makes sense given what we just talked about. And with that, sometimes there can be a little bit of an uncomfortable energy within that transition. Of course, we're not fully in that new beginning, new stage, new cycle yet, but we did just close out an old chapter. So again, we're almost in this recovery vibration. It can also bring with it energy of spiritual awakening and awareness. So many people are going to be really learning about themselves in 2025. In many different formats that could take form. Also, self-awareness will be heightened. And self-awareness is not just knowing like your flaws and how to work on them and how to heal them and how to overcome them. But self-awareness is also knowing your greatness, what your talents are, what's good about you. So there's a good balance there of that, I feel, coming forward for a lot of us in 2025. And let me see if there's anything else to speak on. Also learning how to detach from drama, or to take a step out of certain situations and to see things almost like an outside view or bird's eye view, and see it from a different perspective, almost like the outside looking in. Because sometimes when you are so emotionally involved or enmeshed in certain situations or relationships or even things about yourself, you don't see it clearly. There's a lot of clarity coming in 2025. Let's see. I think that's pretty much sums it up as far as like the main things I wanted to talk about. Also, I feel like when it comes to a lot of connections, there's even more awareness of who was on your team in the past only for their own personal gain, not because they truly supported you, and a lot more revealing of what some would say monitoring spirits coming about, I feel, in 2025 as well, like seeing who they were, what was going on. as far as like realizing that that was happening, that they were just monitoring spirits towards you. And that does not apply for everybody, because for some of you watching, you are the monitoring spirit. I think that maybe part of the self-awareness is going to be what side of that fence you're on. And that's not to like bash anybody, because we're all growing, we're all developing, we're all learning about ourselves. And we've all had periods in our life that we are not necessarily proud of. So just know that I'm not like trying to say that to make anybody feel bad. It's just, if it is you on the side of the fence that is the monitoring spirit or the hater and things like that, you know, self-awareness is coming up. So I feel like a lot of this fuel and energy for many people is, how can you use, for example, this is just an example, jealousy or envy to fuel you going after your own goals and not what someone else has. Because what's for you is for you. What was for them is for them. You know what I mean? So keeping that in mind. And again, recovery, rest and recovery. Sometimes recovery is not always the easiest. Sometimes there are tough moments that happen during recovery. Sometimes there are relapses, for example, in whatever area of life that may be that you thought you were done with or out of, and just to have more patience with the process and understanding of yourselves within that. But yeah, these are some of the main themes coming up for 2025, with it being a 9-year. Let's see if there's anything else. I do feel a lot more peace than previously. Maybe that's because many people are just in this energy of introspection more so than anything, rather than worrying about what everybody else has going on, and more so just taking care of home base. I feel that a lot coming through. So I think that's all I've got. Comment below, what was your 8-year of 2024 like, if you want to, and what are you looking forward to when it comes to 2025, with it being a 9-year? And yeah, talk to you guys another time. Like, subscribe, share, etc. Bye.